all, today's top breaking news with Gitanjali from Bayan Times. Andhra Police Lathi charged migrant laborers who left shelter to travel home. Andhra Pradesh Police Lathi charged migrant laborers after they tried to leave shelter home and started to move towards their native states on Saturday. According to State Information and Public Relations Department, on May 15, State Chief Secretary Neelam Shwane ordered to send migrant laborers who were walking back to their hometowns to relief centers. After the order, more than 1,000 migrant workers from Uttar Pradesh, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, and other parts of Andhra Pradesh were shifted to a private club in Tadepalli. Next morning, after having breakfast, some of them having cycles, started to resume their journey. Almost 150 laborers reached on the bridge with Krishna and Guntur districts, where police observed their movement and stopped them and used lathis. The Information and Public Relations Department stated, later all of them were taken back to the shelter home. Jal Shakti Minister calls for meetings on Potireddu Padu issue. Minister for Jal Shakti Gajendra Singh Shekhawat has called for a meeting of the Krishna River Management Board (KRMB) to technically examine the detailed project report (DPR) of the new projects proposed by the Andhra Pradesh government to draw water from Srisailam Reservoir on River Krishna. The Andhra Pradesh government has recently granted administrative sanction to lift 3 TMC of water from Srisailam Reservoir near Potireddu Padu. In a reply to BJP Telangana President and Karimnagar MP Bandi Sanjay Kumar, the Union Jal Shakti Minister said that he has the matter examined by the ministry and directed that a meeting of the KRMB be convened immediately and the DPRs of these projects be technically examined to see if they are as per the provisions mentioned regarding management of River Krishna waters in Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act 2014. Jagan Mohan Reddy directs officials to formulate COVID-19 lockdown exit plan. Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy has directed officials to take measures for resuming normal life in the state while continuing the steps to check the spread of coronavirus. Taking stock of the COVID-19 situation in the state with officials on Saturday, the Chief Minister directed them to prepare standard operating protocols (SOPs) for safety measures to be taken against the spread of COVID-19 after the lockdown is lifted. He said shopkeepers should ensure that social distance was maintained at their shops by drawing circles in queue lines. Officials were also asked to prepare SOPs for buses, restaurants, malls so that can resume their services in a phased manner. The Chief Minister stressed the need to bring about a change in the mindset of people on coronavirus and said awareness needs to be brought to see that those infected with COVID-19 are not stigmatized. It is the most important thing that needs to be done now, he said, and asked the officials to initiate measures to allay fears of the people on coronavirus. Whooping 80 patients recover in a day in Krishna district, the 62 cases remain. A record 80 COVID-19 patients recovered and were discharged from hospitals in Krishna district on Saturday. The district now has just 62 active cases as 291 patients have recovered. Krishna district, particularly Vijayawada city, witnessed a spurt in coronavirus cases after a couple of lorry drivers turned super spreaders, passing on the virus to nearly 60 people in Krishnalanka and Karmika Nagar. The district recorded a total of 367 cases, the third highest in Andhra Pradesh after Kurnool 608 and Guntur 413. The district administration has now heaved a sigh of relief as the recovery rate stands at more than 100%, Collector AMD Imtiaz said on Saturday. In the district, coronavirus has claimed 14 lives, the second highest in the state after Kurnool 19. Vizianagaram SP cooks food at midnight for hungry migrants walking home. In a heartwarming gesture, Vizianagaram District Superintendent of Police B. Rajkumari prepared lemon rice at home at midnight and served it to migrant workers who were walking for days without food. The SP received a call from a woman around 11:45 p.m. on Friday. She told her that she and fellow workers were hungry and had nothing to eat for past 1.5 days. The fact that some poor women did not have food for days disturbed me. I called up my officers. They offered to take bread. In lockdown times, getting bread is also difficult at that hour. I knew bread cannot appease the hunger of people starving for 1.5 days, so I prepared lemon rice, Raja Kumari said. She got the lemon rice packed and personally took it to the quarantine center at Landy College. The women who were surprised to see the SP personally bringing them food at 1:10 a.m. were in tears as they narrated their plight to Rajakumari. Shramik special train takes 1,450 back to Uttar Pradesh from Andhra. A Shramik special train carrying 1,450 migrant workers left for Uttar Pradesh on Saturday. Joint Collector M. Gauthami flagged off the special train at the railway station here. Speaking on the occasion, she said the migrant workers hailing from UP registered their names to return to their hometowns through Spandana website. After screening all the migrant workers, they were sent to their native places. Masks were also provided to them. A sum of rupees 13 lakh was spent for sending the migrant workers of UP to their hometowns. The Shramik special train will halt at 3 stations only during its journey. Food, fruits, and water bottles were provided to the migrant workers traveling in the special train. Andhra COVID-19 death toll reaches 50, total cases at 2,380. Another 25 new COVID-19 cases were reported in Andhra Pradesh in the last 24 hours till 9 am on Sunday morning and the total number of cases in the state reached 2,380. The number of people succumbed to the virus touched the 50 mark with another casualty reported in Krishna district. In all, 9,880 samples were tested in the last 24 hours. According to the media bulletin issued by the State Command Control Room on Sunday morning, the number of discharged till Sunday morning touched 1,433 with another 103 patients making a recovery and sent home. Out of the 103 patients recovered, Krishna district accounted for 42, Guntur 18, Kurnool 15, Nellore 13, Visakhapatnam 7, West Godavari 3, Kadapa 3, East Godavari 1 and Anantapur 1. Among the 150 cases from other states, 23 belonging to Gujarat recovered and discharged, taking the total active cases from other states to 127. Hence, the cumulative number discharged now stands at 1,456. Among the 25 new cases reported, 5 were those people who visited Coimbatore in Chennai. 3 of them were from Prakasam, 1 each from Chittoor and Kurnool. COVID lockdown. 19 migrants from Uttar Pradesh injured as lorry overturns in Nirmal. 19 migrant laborers from Uttar Pradesh were injured, 2 of them critically, when the lorry in which they were being transported met with an accident in Nirmal. In the early hours of Saturday, the lorry was carrying around 70 laborers from Medchil in the outskirts of Hyderabad to their native state. The 2 who were critically injured have been transported to Hyderabad for better medical care. The driver of the lorry lost control of the vehicle and it overturned near Nilaipet village along the National Highway 44. Soon after the accident occurred, villagers and police officials reached the spot and started rescuing the injured persons, pulling them out of the crash debris. Chandrababu's strategic silence on Pothireddupadu. Y.S. Jagan became the CM of Andhra Pradesh. Telangana is maintaining good relations with the erstwhile state. In this period of 1 year, both the CMs met multiple times and discussed the issues pertaining to the Bifurcation Act. Just when everything seemed going smooth, Andhra Pradesh CM Y.S. Jagan ranked up a row with Pothireddupadu project. With intentions of providing water to Rayalaseema region, Jagan has taken up this project and issued GO and then sanctioned budget too. The oppositions in Telangana have over this project, claiming that the South Telangana will have no water in the coming days. Sensing there is a storm, Telangana CM KCR has taken up the issue and complained against Pothireddupadu project to the Krishna Tribunal. Till date, the man did not comment on it and he is Andhra Pradesh opposition leader Chandrababu Naidu. Though the ruling YSRCP leader questioned why he is still silent on the issue, Chandrababu remained absolutely silent. This is not the Chandrababu we usually see. We know how Chandrababu Naidu became a target during the separate Telangana moment by saying that 2 regions are 2 eyes. Currently, Chandrababu wants stay away from all that bad light and is wait and watch mode so as to see what happens on Pothireddupadu. "25 in Hyderabad apartment test positive for COVID-19 after attending birthday party. A total of 25 people have tested positive for COVID-19 in a single apartment located in Medinapet area over a period of 1 week. This was after a party was organized on the premises of the apartment where all the residents got together. All the 25 patients have been shifted to the Gandhi Hospital. This is the second such incident in Hyderabad where a party among the residents of a community has triggered a cluster case. A senior official of the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation (GHMC) said all the 25 people did not test positive in a single day. 5 members of a family living on the 5th floor of the apartment were symptomatic and went to King Koti Hospital to get tested about a week ago. After they tested positive for the novel coronavirus, the officials contacted their primary contacts and tested them as well. Automobile appliance showrooms in Telangana open up. All shops, showrooms, and establishments dealing in automobiles and auto parts, air conditioners, air coolers, and fans, apart from automobile repair garages, are permitted to remain open in GHMC and other municipal areas in red zones. Orders to this effect were issued by Chief Secretary Somesh Kumar on Saturday. The government already issued orders to open shops dealing in construction material, hardware, and equipment machinery for agriculture operations, such pump sets in red zones, in addition to those selling essential goods. With 55 new COVID cases, Telangana crosses 1,500 mark. Telangana crossed the 1,500 mark as it reported 55 new COVID-19 cases on Saturday. The total number of cases now stand at 1,509 and the migrant cases reached 52 with 8 fresh ones. Of the total new cases, 44 were reported in the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation (GHMC) areas, 2 in Sangareddy and 1 in Rangareddy. In latest information released by the State Health Department, it was noted that Hyderabad district recorded the highest number of families, 168, affected by COVID-19, followed by Rangareddy district with 59. The total number of families affected across Telangana are 485. On Saturday, 12 more people were discharged, taking the total number of recovered to 971. So far, 504 people recovered from the disease in the state. Telangana state to have comprehensive agriculture policy soon, Niranjan Reddy. Telangana Agriculture Minister S. Niranjan Reddy directed the officials to conduct an in-depth study into various issues influencing the crop patterns in the state and prepare a comprehensive agriculture policy to make agriculture profitable for farmers. He wanted them to consider all pros and cons before making any suggestions. Niranjan Reddy convened an extensive meeting with the officials of Agriculture, Marketing and Professor Jaishankar Telangana State Agriculture University, PJT SAU, at the university. Niranjan Reddy asked the officials to take up field study to identify feasible and affordable crop varieties as well as their market demand. He also wanted them to recommend seed varieties, incentives and supporting system required to the farmers. Kidnapper rescued boy test positive for COVID-19, Hyderabad police officers quarantined. The police department on Saturday sent 2 task force personnel for quarantine after a kidnapped boy who they had rescued recently and the accused kidnapper tested positive for COVID-19. The boy is presently admitted in Gandhi Hospital for treatment and so is the accused person. When contacted, police officials told Express that before being produced in the court, the accused was made to undergo medical tests, including the COVID-19, and he tested positive for the virus. Following that, the kidnapped boy was also tested, and he too turned out to be COVID-19 positive. The boy was rescued on Saturday after he was kidnapped while sleeping in front of his house under the Chandraghat police station limits by the accused Ibrahim. With this, we conclude with our today's news headlines. For more such latest news and updates, like, share, and subscribe Payant Times. Stay tuned, stay updated.